he isn't afraid to show his love for her publicly, a source tells ET. Taylor Swift is loving life with Travis Kelce. Amid the international leg of the singer's Eras tour, a source tells ET that she's happier than ever and so in love. She likes that Travis is so proud of her and that he isn't afraid to show his love for her publicly, the source says of Kelce, who recently traveled to both Australia and Singapore to see Swift's concerts. She is in a great place and having the best time performing, making music, and feeling free to live her life more openly, the source adds. Travis is enjoying being on tour with Taylor and is happy to support her. As for what's in store for the couple, the source says that Taylor views Travis as a true partner and someone she can have a real future with. After Kelce returned from his Australia trip, the Super Bowl champion discussed his vacation during an episode of his and brother Jason Kelce's New Heights podcast. It's a wild ride. I will tell you this, Australia did not disappoint. It was amazing over there, Kelce said, before recalling the media attention during his and Swift's visit to the Sydney Zoo. There were full-on helicopters just flying around. He said, "They helicoptered us. Well, not us, Taylor. This is all because Taylor's the biggest and the best thing possible." When it comes to the crowd at Swift's show, Kelce said, "The Australians are pretty rowdy, they like to have a good time, I like to have a good time." Taylor is very fond of performing in Australia because the crowds over there and how into it they get. So shout out to Australia for showing up, showing out. Shortly thereafter, Kelce traveled to Singapore, where he was spotted at Swift's concert and on a night out with his girlfriend and her bandmates. Taylor Swift is not an Oscar nominee, presenter, or performer, but she would have been welcomed at the 2024 Academy Awards ceremony. Producer Katie Mullen raised some hope for fans when she spoke about whether Swift had an invite to the show earlier this week. Mullen told IndieWire, "Listen, we all love Taylor. She's the best cheerleader you could ever possibly have in any audience, whether it's the NFL or an award show. So if she wants to get on a plane and come to the Oscars, then we'll hold a seat for her, 100%. Still, the red carpet came and went without a Swift appearance this evening. Swift's absence isn't too surprising. She did just wrap her Singapore Eras tour shows this weekend, and it's a roughly 15-hour flight to Los Angeles from there. Swift has never attended the Oscars. She was last at the Vanity Fair Oscar afterparty in 2016. Swift made headlines earlier this week when she reunited with her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, after one of her Singapore shows. She was filmed running to and kissing Kelce after the first concert of hers he attended there. A source spoke to Entertainment Tonight earlier this week about where their relationship stands during Kelce's off-season. Taylor is super busy with her tour, but Travis and her are continuing to make things work, the source said. He is enjoying his life in the off-season while trying to be as supportive as possible of Taylor. They make a great match and both see a real future together. They have talked about next steps and are on the same page. Taylor Swift is saying goodbye to Singapore and the Eras tour for now. In an Instagram post on Sunday, the anti-hero, singer, 34, shared photos taken during her 6 performances at the Singapore National Stadium in Kowloon. She included a message of gratitude in her caption. "We got to play 6 shows in Singapore for the most wonderful crowds. Just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to everyone who traveled and put so much effort into being at our shows." She wrote, "What an unforgettable way to end this leg of the tour." Swift acknowledged that she would be taking a break from performing until May, when the Eras tour resumes in Paris. However, However, Swifties already know that the singer won't be relaxing much. See you in May when we get back to the Eras tour. In the meantime, I've got an album to release. White Heart Writing Hand. Swift concluded her caption, referencing her 11th studio album, The Tortured Poets Department, which is set to drop on April 19th. The White Horse singer had plenty of surprises for her fans during her shows in Singapore, including when she announced the fourth and final version of her upcoming album, which will feature an exclusive bonus track called The Black Dog. Swift's boyfriend, NFL star Travis Kelce, visited her during her stretch in the country, attending 2 shows, where he was seen dancing to her hit, Look What You Made Me Do. She once again changed the lyrics to her song, Karma, to reference the guy on the Chiefs coming straight home to me, before she ran into his arms for a kiss one night. Between performances, the couple was spotted having a casual date at a mall in Singapore. Taylor Swift performs during Taylor Swift The Eras Tour at the National Stadium on March 2nd, 2024 in Singapore. Photo by Ashok Kumar /TAS24 Getty Images for TAS Rights Management. Travis Kelce brought the whole crew along on his trip to Singapore to see girlfriend Taylor Swift bring the house down at the National Stadium. And, sure enough, he's turning them into certified Swifties one by one. Along for the ride, literally and figuratively, was Kelce's manager, Andre Eanes, the president and chief business officer of AA Management Group. He arrived in the South Asian locale on March 7th, alongside Kelce and his other friends, Harry Clark and Ross Travis, tweeting out, "Singapore, what's poppin'?" The group went on to watch Swift's record-breaking concert from a private suite the next night, while Kelce returned for a second go in a row on March 9th. Following the boys' night out, Eanes took to Twitter with a video clip from the 1989 era of the show, showing the LED wristbands flashing on the crowd's wrists in sync with Swift's hit single, Style. The performance also officially turned Ross into a Swiftie, with the Tight Ends BFF uploading a post-concert photo in praise of the touring artist. "I understand now," he wrote. "That was amazing. Exploding head dot." Ross was also caught grooving with Swift's boyfriend during the concert, when a TikToker turned their camera on the pair in the middle of blank space. The NFL star was just vibing as his self-proclaimed favorite song went on, but Ross was spotted doing interpretive dance moves as he raised his hands before slowly waving them down to the lyric, "Or it's gonna go down in flames." Kelce had his own starring moments, too, of course, especially when Swift swapped out the lyrics to Karma once again to celebrate her guy on the Chiefs. Upon hearing the updated words, Kelce did a little dance off to the side of the stage, almost as if he'd just scored a touchdown. The couple were also caught reuniting backstage, with one fan noting that Swift was so excited to see him it looked like she was trying to tackle him. "We think Swifties would tackle him in excitement too after how supportive he's been to their favorite musician." Oppenheimer, Christopher Nolan's portrait of the father of the atomic bomb, won Best Picture Sunday at the 96th Academy Awards, along with 6 other awards. The movie dominated the night, earning honors for Best Director Nolan, Best Actor Cillian Murphy, Best Supporting Actor Robert Downey Jr., Best Original Score, Best Cinematography, and Best Film Editing. Oppenheimer, a critical darling and box office smash, went into this year's Oscars as a clear-cut front-runner, with 13 nods. It previously took home Best Picture trophies from the 81st Golden Globes and the Producers Guild of America. The movie was distributed by Universal Pictures, a unit of NBC News parent company, NBC Universal. The triumph of Oppenheimer cements Nolan as one of the premier filmmakers in modern Hollywood. He was already a brand name among cinephiles and casual moviegoers alike, cultivating an international following with The Dark Knight trilogy 2005-12, Inception 2010, and Dunkirk 2017. Oppenheimer conquered a Best Picture field that included Greta Gerwig's Barbie, the other half of the summertime phenomenon, Barbenheimer. The two blockbusters helped revitalize theatrical moviegoing in the streaming era. Collecting a combined $2.4 billion worldwide, Oppenheimer made up more than $957 million of that global haul.